This summer, Hemingway Harbor here at Lake Mead will be extended so locals can continue to access water even if levels continue to drop. Now, it's an example of the kind of costs associated with widespread drought, which in 2022 was listed as a billion-dollar disaster. It's easy to see the impacts of regional drought at this boat ramp.
Just 1 week and you can already tell it's way down.
Las Vegas local Dustin Herman says the upcoming ramp expansion by 1,000 feet is needed, but he worries it's not enough.
It's definitely a big cost. I do wish our local politicians would look more into where the water is going and how it's being used.
You only have to look back a few years to see when Lake Mead reached its lowest point, hitting 27% in the summer of 2022. The damage of the drought back then was so extensive, its costs were calculated at over $1 billion. Recorded as one of 18 weather disasters in the U.S. that year. But that record-keeping resource is going away. A notice on the government webpage makes that clear.
The analysis has happened since 1980, and we do it on a monthly basis for the full United States.
Last year, I spoke with climatologist Adam Smith to learn more about the resource he built for the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration as billion-dollar disasters keep happening.
The 800-pound gorilla is the increasing influence of climate change, supercharging some of these extremes that can lead to billion-dollar disasters. With more energy in the atmosphere, more energy in the oceans, more exposure, more vulnerability. That's why we're seeing a lot of these extremes increase in cost.
Going into 2025, the West started off the year with an expensive catastrophe, the LA fires. I shared this map with you at the time. Like worsening wildfire risks. What's happening in Los Angeles as we speak is sure to make the list for 2025. But now, that list doesn't exist.
That they would rather have us put our heads in the sand than understand the full impact of what climate change is doing to our communities.
Harvard data scientist Jonathan Gilmore says he's concerned about the elimination.
I'm really fearful of what this shows us because the announcement from NOAA came with the language that this data set is being discontinued in alignment with evolving priorities of the administration. And I can't think of anything that is more important than data that describes loss of life and cost of climate and weather disasters.
The cut coming at a time of continued mega drought for southern Nevada. The recent USDA update on our water supply reveals the Spring Mountains and Lower Colorado Basin had a, quote, dreadful winter. Now, the experts I've spoken with anticipate levels to drop this year as snowpack around the region was mixed with soils remaining dry. That could spell trouble for the costly effects of long-term drought, but now that information won't be tracked by the feds. Reporting at Lake Mead, I'm Geneva Zoltek.